Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and today I'm going to be reviewing this double-sided UV light that Resiners was kind enough to send me for review. They also sent me some UV resin. So I'm going to open the box, and it is 250 grams of clear hardtite, and it comes like this, and it comes with a reference for a curing time. So let me open this up and I'll be right back. Let's unbox this and see what this comes with. I want to thank Resiners for reaching out to me and asking if I'd be interested in reviewing this. Okay, the first thing I notice are some glasses. Let me get some scissors and open it up. These are so important to have. I cannot stress that enough. When you use a UV light, you want to protect your eyes. Comes with a nice little cleaning cloth. These are really nice. And I do wear glasses. Let's see if they'll go over my glasses. Yep, they fit over my glasses pretty well. So that's nice. Like that. I really like that. I can't stress enough how important it is to protect your eyes when using UV light. I also, just so that you all know, you're all aware, I do have a fan going. My room is ventilated, and I do have 2 air purifiers going. One air purifier is the Resiners Pure Air Purifier. It's a mouthful, isn't it? I have that sitting just right over there, and it's saying that right now my room is sitting at 68 degrees, 36% humidity, and everything is nice and green over there. I have my other air purifier sitting on that side of the room. So you want to protect your lungs, you want to protect your eyes, and when I do start getting into the resin, I will be wearing nitrile gloves. You want to protect your skin. So this comes like this. Let's see what we got. We have a little screwdriver, and this light is rechargeable, I believe. We got a warranty card. We have a user's manual. We have an acrylic plate. So let me put this. Okay. It's got the little feet. We'll take these little plastic little protectors off them. So we got those. So let's see. It talks about the safety precaution, the UV protective goggles, you don't want to have prolonged skin exposure to the UV light, use gloves. You want to work in a well-ventilated area. And let's see. Okay, and they got the protective film. Let's remove that. I always have more film if I want to put it on there. I'll remove it. I don't mind. Let's see, does it come up on this side too? It should. And there is the acrylic plate. It's nice and clear. Okay, let's see how long it takes to charge. Okay. Okay, fully charge the device before using it for the first time. If the stand is loose, you can use the screwdriver. So, let's see. Let's play with it. Let me charge it up. Okay, this is charged. It's ready to go. And this does come with a USB, is that a USB-C cord? So we're gonna walk through some of the functions that I was looking at. I like how you want to stand it up nice and tall. That's what that looks like. I'll back it out just a little bit. Like that. Okay. To turn it on, you're going to hold it for 3 seconds. And it's going to come on. Tap the button again. And now just the top ones are on. The bottom one's off. See that? Okay, I'm going to tap it again. And you got the top is off. The bottom is on. And tap it again. And they both are on. To turn it off, you're going to hold for 3 seconds. And it goes off. So what I want to do, I want to lower this down a little closer to the base. Also, too, when you charge it, let me get this set up. And I'll talk about the charging part of it, portion of it. You want it to be about 5 centimeters. You don't want it any closer than 5 centimeters, about 2 inches. Like that. But I'm going to set that up there like so. Place the plate on. The plate don't move. Once you put it on there, it sticks to these little grippers here, which I think is cool. I like it. When you're charging it, you'll have, I'm going to bring you in just so you can see. You have this little indicator light here, just to make sure I am telling you the right stuff here. When this gets below 20%, you'll have a red light. Let me get something to point with. This little light here would be at less than 20%, would be a red light, a steady red light. When you're charging, this little thing will flash red. And when it's fully cured, when you plug it in, it'll be a solid white light. So, and it also has 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and 8 minutes, which I like that. And that you switch the time with the mode key. So we're going to get right into the resin. I will be wearing the glasses that I like to wear. These are the glasses that I like to wear. These are the glasses that came with this UV light. I'm going to bring you guys back out a little bit. We'll go about right there. So I'm going to put my glasses on. I do have a piece of acrylic already set up with a resin tape. I have a UV torch that I will be using. I was told by a subscriber, and I really appreciate the advice that was given, that I was using the term flash cure when using a UV torch light. That can be confusing to people who are new to resin. Flash cure is when you're using epoxy resin and it heats up too fast and cures really quickly, and it can be very dangerous to have a flash cure with epoxy resin. And so I will not be using the term flash cure in terms of UV resin. I will then start using quick set, fast cure, but I won't be using the term flash cure because I don't want to confuse anybody new to resin, whether that's epoxy resin or UV resin. Okay, I have a bezel here. It's just an open bezel. The way you hang it is offset on the side. If I try to set it on like this, it won't lay flat. So I have my tape set up to where I can lay this bezel with the little hanger thing. Having a really hard time with my words today. Hanging off the acrylic. So I got it like that. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to secure that down into the tape. I had to put a shirt on, a long sleeve shirt. It got really cold in my craft room. I'm going to use some gears here. I just want to do something that's quick and easy. So I'm going to take some UV resin and I'm going to put some down in this open bezel. I'm going to take my dotting tool and I'm going to drag the UV resin to the edge, like so. I don't have it filled. It's not filled all the way. I just want to put a layer of UV resin down over the tape. I don't want any tape exposed under this bezel. So basically I'm just covering the tape. See, I have a couple big bubbles in there. I'm going to take my long neck lighter and pop those bubbles. Got a bubble still coming up. See if I can pop it. Okay, that's good. I'll wipe off my tool on a baby wipe. I'm going to take my UV torch and I'm going to quick set that. Just like that. Now I'm going to set this in the UV light, like so, and I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to let that cure for 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. I'm going to take off my glasses while I work on this so I can see. Hope I'm in frame. I'm going to take some more UV resin, and we're going to work in layers. So one thing about UV resin, you want to work in layers. You get a better end result, finished product with it. You also want to let your UV resin cure. You want to let it cool down in between cures because UV resin can get very hot. So we're just going to bring that down. That cured really nice in there. I'm just bringing that up to the edge. I'm going to wipe off my tool. Going to pop some bubbles. Okay. Now I have these little gears. I want to put the larger one down in there. And let's put this one in here. I don't know how many we're going to get in here, but we're going to do in layers. Okay, that looks good. And let's see, can I get the small one in there? Sure, I could if I tried. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to cure this for about, 45 seconds. Let me put my glasses on. And 45 seconds, and I'll be right back. Okay. Take some more resin. I'm going to put a little bit more in there. Take off these glasses so I can see what I'm doing. I'm just dragging the UV resin over the gears. Like so. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can stick this one in right there, like so. Put this one here, like that. Let's see. Let's drag that one, and let's put this one here. That looks cute. Now I'm going to try, and I'm going to set this one down in there. Let's go sideways with it, like that. Yeah, I like that. All right, let me clean off my tool, put my glasses on, and I'm going to cure that for another 45 seconds, and I will be right back. Okay, that is what we have so far. Let's put some more resin down. Take off these glasses so that I can see. I'm going to put another layer on top. Not too much. I don't want it to go over. And just gently coax the resin off to the side, down into this where you can see it. That looks so cute. I was gonna do the flowers, but I was like, I wanna go steampunk. I guess I could have done flowers with the gears. I like that look too. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off my tool. Always want to get in the habit of wiping your tool off. Pop the bubbles. I'm gonna cure this for, I don't know, another minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's what we have so far. Let me take off my glasses so I can see what I got here. I'm gonna try and go one more thin layer on top. I might be pressing my luck here. Just a little bit. Just gonna go right down the center. And take my dotting tool and drag that out. There we go, like so. I want this really domed. That is so cute. That's looking nice. I like how that's looking. Let me turn it around so I can see this side a little bit better. Okay. That looks good. Okay, I'm going to clean off my tool, pop some bubbles. Now I'm going to use this torch here just to lock that resin in place before I try to pick it up and put it in the light, because I don't want that to move. Okay, now I'm going to take this, I'm going to cure this for the full 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's been 2 minutes, and that's what we have. We're going to take this and we're going to pop it off the tape. You want to leave your gloves on at this part of it because we're still doing some curing. And that's what we have so far. I have another piece of, it's just a piece of plastic, and I have some poster putty here. I just use the same piece over and over again. Stick that down like that. I'm going to put this is the side we're working on. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to stick it on there like so. And that's what it looks like. Now we've got the back here. I'm going to get my UV resin, and we're going to dome the back. You can put as many layers as you want or that will fit. We're going to start off with one. We're going to go from there. So I want this nice and domed. And if you find that your resin is like going to one side than the other, just level it out on top of your poster putty. I think I'm using the Duck brand poster putty. If I can remember, I will put that in with the description with the other stuff that I'm using. And I just use it over and over again until I can't, until it's not. You'll know when to get a new little piece. But I've been using the same poster putty for a few years now. Not this little piece, but the same little package of poster putty. So I'm just going to drag that to the edge. Like so. Don't want to have it drip off. Okay. Clean off my tool. Pop bubbles. I'm going to tack it down with this light. I'm going to put on my glasses. And I'm going to cure this for about 45 seconds, and I'll be right back. Okay, I want to put another layer on there, so I'm going to get my UV resin. Just going straight down the middle. UV resin or resin in general, at least the resins that I use, the UV resin. We're going to talk about UV resin, so that's what I'm using today. This UV resin is self-leveling. So you want to make sure that the surface or the table, whatever you're using, you want to make sure that it is level. Because I have this balance on this little piece of poster putty, it's not as level as it should be. But it's good enough. Okay, I'm going to clean off my tool. Pop some bubbles. I'm going to cure it. And then I'm going to cure it again for another 45 seconds, and I will be right back. Okay, it's been about 45 seconds. I'll try and level that out just a bit. I'll put one more one more layer of resin down. Get my dotting tool and again drag it to the edge. We're almost done. I'm gonna drag this out to the edge. I'm gonna cure this for 2 minutes, and then I will be back for the next step. So I will see you for the next step. So 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. Let's get this off. Get that off to use again. Now I have a baby wipe with some isopropyl alcohol, 99% isopropyl alcohol. Just going to clean off that little bit from the, take off my glasses so I can see. Yep, that's what it looks like. Let me get some more on here. Okay, So this is what we have. Let me zoom in. This is what we have. This light cured it beautifully. See how it's domed? Just beautifully, this backside's domed. Okay, let me take you back out. There's another step that I like to do when I'm working with UV resin. And I know I've seen a lot of people posting about UV resin remaining sticky or tacky or whatever. Well, I don't normally have a problem with tacky or sticky UV resin. I have experienced it, but not lately. But I think a lot of that has to do with my next step. So what I do, I'm gonna just use this. I'm gonna open this light up and I'm gonna bring this straight up like so. Then I'm gonna, nope, not that, this, like that. I want it to be like this. Okay, I'm gonna put this plate back on. Now I have a plastic container with just tap water, and I'm going to sit that in there, place that on there, and I'm going to cure this for 5 minutes, and then once it's done I will be right back and we'll look at the finished thing and I'll tell you what I think about this light. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Let's get this out. And I have my little inky cloth here that I do in my craft room. It's just inks and stuff. I'll dry that off. That is nice. Let me take off my gloves. Real nice. It turned out beautiful. That is gorgeous. I love how this light worked. Absolutely beautiful. See how that nice and domed that is? That's a really nice piece. I really like that. So what do I think about the light? I like this light a lot. I have been playing around with UV resin for several years now, and I've tried the nail lights, lights that are designed for doing your nails. Those were the first lights I've purchased for UV resin, and I can tell you this much: using those lights, the lights that are designed for acrylic nails or the gel nails or whatever it is with the nails, my resin always ended up sticky. Had a tacky feel to it, and I didn't like playing around with UV resin for that reason. I didn't like that tacky feel that I would have when UV resin, when I would use those lights that weren't designed specifically for UV resin. So I started buying the smaller lights that you can get for UV resin, and those worked good. But what I have found in my little journey with UV resin, you want to find a light that is strong enough to cure all the way through. And I like this light because it has the light on the bottom and the top, and I really like that you can control that just with just a touch of the button. I can control what lights are on at any given time. I really like that. I like the footprint of this. I like how it does not take up much room at all. This light is just over 3 inches wide. I really like that. The plate, I like the plate, the acrylic plate. The acrylic plate is 4 3/4 by 7 3/4. There's a lot of real estate on this acrylic plate. I also like, because I do use the water, I like that I can set the water, the jug, right on top of this acrylic plate. And I'm able to cure both the top and the bottom of this. I don't have to rely on my mirrors to do that, because in other videos, I'll show you, I would have this mirror here. I don't want to blind you. And I would have to set the jug on top of the mirror so that the light could hit the mirror and hit. So I could cure the top and the bottom at the same time. I don't have to do that anymore with this. I like that there's no cord. I'm not tethered to the cord. So yeah, I like this light. I will be using this light from now on in my videos. So this is the light that you will be seeing. If you're interested in this light, or the resin, the UV resin by Resiners, or the air purifier that I'm using, I'll have it linked in the description box. I'll also have, if you go to their website, I'll have a discount code that you could use. So check that out. But if you are going to be dabbling in UV resin, or you already are using UV resin and you're finding that your resin is coming out sticky and you don't have a light that is designed for UV resin, I strongly recommend that you get some type of light that is designed for UV resin. I like this light. I will be using this in for the remainder of my videos and stuff like that. I really like this light a lot. I really do. So let me know what you think. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave in a comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And to my subscribers, I truly appreciate you. I could not do this without you. Y'all have a great day, and God bless.